Have you ever come across a narration where the Prophet ﷺ looked at somebody and said, "Get out of here. You don't look right. You're not dressed right. You're not doing this right." Being welcoming is not just like a passive thing. Being welcoming in community spaces is an active thing. You actually have to ask yourself, am I welcoming? We have this acronym for someone when their face is not welcoming. I'm not going to name the acronym, but it's 3 letters. If you know, then you know. And there are times when you have to walk into a gathering and you have to first ask yourself, like, is my face okay? Because why? Because the companion said, what about the Prophet ﷺ? He was always smiling. And we know for a fact he wasn't always smiling because we have narrations of him crying. We have narrations of him in battle. We have narrations of him angry. But what it means when the companion says he was always smiling is that he smiled so much that when I close my eyes and think of his face, I think of him smiling. Just like think about your parents. When I close my eyes and think of my mother, what am I imagining? When I close my eyes and think of my wife or my husband, what am I imagining? The default, you know that there have been other emotions that they've had, but the default is what? For the Prophet ﷺ, it was smiling. So when you engage in community spaces, a lot of people, we forget that very basic prophetic principle. Just smile. Say salam. Welcome somebody. You know, I always tell people when they come to Roots and they'll say, man, thank you, this place is, I say, you know what? This space is better because you're here. Because wallah al-azim, if I'm sitting up there giving a talk and no one's here, it's kind of lame. But if I'm gone and people are just having coffee and lemonade, it's actually kind of dope. Like, it's still pretty cool, you know? So really valuing the community and telling people, like, you are what makes the community valuable. If you were absent, we'd be worse off. We wouldn't be as nice tonight. Thank you for coming. Thanks for joining us. So community has to be intentional. It can't be an accident. It's not haphazard. You have to be really thoughtful about it. The Prophet ﷺ made sure that all the companions knew. Think about like the transition from Mecca to Medina, and think about these people who have been now removed or kicked out of their homes are coming to Medina. When you're kicked out of a place and you have nothing, you have no leverage. Like you'll take whatever you can get. And the Ansar, the Prophet ﷺ taught the Ansar and he perfected with them this act of welcoming. And to the point where even some of the companions would like split what they had 50-50 with this new person that just joined them. They just met them for the first time in their life. Here's 50%. Take whatever I got. Imagine you got 2 cars, take 1. Well, I mean, it gives me goosebumps even thinking about it. I don't know. I'd be like, you can have a slice of my pizza. You know, like, I don't know about a car. Yeah. But that's how they were. So welcoming, if we're not being asked to give away half of our wealth, that's a companion trait, right? But we're being asked, like, can you at least move over a little bit? Like someone walks in, can you smile at them? Can you ask them what their name is? A lot of times you walk into spaces that are meant to be for community or worship and everyone walks in and walks out. No one knows each other. Such a strange thing. Yeah. What we should walk in, you should say salam, get to know the name of somebody. You don't got to like do like an inventory of their whole life, but at least know their name. And then walk out and you say, hey, I'll see you next time, inshallah. Take care. Slowly over time, that relationship builds. So welcoming has to be a communal trait. Everyone in the community has to buy in. And this means that teachers, shuyukh, imams, ustadas, everybody, we all have to make this a point where we talk about it and say, guys, everyone here has to be welcoming.